Okay,
Hey
hello.
guys.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hello. So nice to see you this evening. My name is Lisa, okay, and I'm joined by Thiago.
Hello.
Hello. So, first of all, we want to ask you, so as you can see down here, please tell us your name and your city. Okay, please tell us your name and your city. So, where are you right now? Okay, so just to introduce ourselves, first of all. So, as I said, my name is Lisa. I'm from Ireland, and I've lived in Italy for 2.5 years. Thiago, would you like to introduce
Yes,
yourself?
and I'm Thiago. I'm originally from Brazil. I was born in São Paulo, but I was partly raised in the U.S. in California, in particular, and I have been in Milan for like almost 5 years now. So it's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Oh, hello. We have Veronica.
Oh, hi Veronica.
Hello,
Hello.
welcome. Veronica, where are you? Tell us where are you in Italy right now? So what school, what MyES school do you go to? Okay, please tell us. And everyone else, please tell us your name and also where you are. So where you are. Okay, and if you have any questions, please write to us in the chat, okay? If you have any questions at all, at any time. Okay, great. So, Veronica,
She's
she's,
from
yeah, from Delhi. Okay, amazing. So, from India, live in, I don't know this, Greve in
Greve.
Chianti?
Oh, Chianti. I know Chianti, but
Yeah,
not Greve.
very
Very
good.
nice.
Okay.
Beautiful Tuscany. And Walter as well is joining us.
Hello, Walter. You're very welcome this evening. Okay, great. So Walter,
Oh,
tell us where you are as well. Okay, great. Thanks for writing for us, guys. Okay. So today what we're going to practice, okay, we're going to practice his day, her day. Okay, his day, her day. So what we'll practice during this lesson, we're going to practice a little bit of daily routine. Okay, so some vocabulary about daily routine, what you do every day, okay, different activities that you do. We'll also practice times and days, okay, times and days. So, how we say these in English. Hello, Peter. Oh, Peter's in Verona. Okay, and how long have you been with my English school? um, Times and days. And then we're also going to practice the third person, okay? The third person, because in English, third person is difficult, okay? Difficult and it changes. So we're going to practice this and to speak about your own daily routines as well. Okay. Okay, perfect. So Veronica says Greve in Chianti, it's in the country. In the country. Okay, in
Ah,
the
beautiful.
country.
Yeah. It's the
Wow,
province
lovely.
of Florence. Wonderful. Very
Very
nice,
nice.
Veronica.
Is that how we spell province in English?
So yeah, just one letter that we need to change there. Let me put it
Perfect.
down here. So we would say province.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So with an
Province with
I
an
in the
I.
middle there. Excellent. Thanks, Chago.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So let's get started on this. So very fun. Okay, what time is it? Okay, what time is it? So we're going to practice how to say the time in English. Okay, how to say the time. No, Veronica, don't apologize. Okay, don't say sorry. That's why we're here. That's why
Yes,
we're here. Okay, don't apologize for mistakes. Okay, that's
yes,
what we're
we're
here
here
for.
to help. Yes.
Exactly. We're just helping you for maybe the next time. And also we know in the chat there might be typos when you hit the wrong letter, so don't worry. Okay, Walter. So you live in Bologna. Okay, so just be careful there. So we say I live in Bologna.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Very
So
nice,
thank
Walter. You know, I studied in Bologna about 6 years ago. I did an Erasmus program in Bologna, and I still think Bologna is my favorite city in Italy.
Ah,
So,
very nice.
yeah,
Okay.
very nice. Have you ever been to Bologna, Lisa? Have you visited?
No, I want to visit. I want to visit Bologna.
Ah,
I really
yes.
want to visit. Why is it your favorite? Why?
Now, see, I was in Bologna as a student, and
Mm-hmm.
Bologna is, I think it's probably the biggest student city in Italy. So
Mm.
there are many events, always activities, and people outside. I think it's also a very relaxed city in many ways. The architecture is beautiful, and Bologna is the food capital of Italy.
Ah,
So, yes, because Italian food is already excellent, and then Bolognese is the best out there. So, very, very good
okay.
food.
Very good. Okay, so when everything gets back to normal, I have to go to Bologna.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so to practice a little bit here of how we say the time. Okay, so one thing to mention, usually in English there can be two ways to say the time. Okay, two different ways to say the time. So for you guys, it's just how you prefer. What's your preference? And Walter says Bologna, but he's actually
Ah,
Neapolitan. Ah, okay. So you're from Naples originally. Okay.
wonderful. Another wonderful city. Yeah, all wonderful cities, Chianti and Naples,
Yeah,
but that's Italy is every city is fantastic. So,
exactly. It's making me hungry, this combination of
yeah.
cities. Some wine, some pizza.
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway, so just to look here, we have an example, okay, for letter F. Okay, letter F. Here it says, what time is it? It's 4:30. Okay, it's 4:30. So I'm going to ask, does anyone know the other way we could say this? So it's perfectly fine to say it's 4:30, but we have another way to say this in English. Okay, it's 4:30. Okay, so if you can type to us if you know the other way to say this.
Exactly. Yeah, it's quite similar to Italian as well. The other way, the alternative. If you
Mhm,
take a clock and you divide
mhm.
in four parts, so yeah,
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so sometimes the other way can be easier. The other way. Perfect. Okay, excellent, Veronica. So 4:30.
yes,
Amazing.
wonderful.
Exactly. So we can also say it's 4:30. Okay, it's 4:30 or it's 4:30
Yes, because
in letter
half,
F.
yeah, half in English. So you have one half, so half.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Perfect.
yeah, 50%.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Okay, amazing. And then we want to find, so here we have it's 7:30. Okay, 7:30. So this is letter G. So this clock here, letter G. So again, another way to say this, it's 7:30. Okay, it's 7:30. And what I want to ask as well, does anyone know if I was to say it's the morning. So it's 7:30 in the morning. Okay, 7:30 in the morning. I can add something at the end. It's 7:30. What can I put at the end? To show that it's the morning time. Excellent.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. So we can say it's 7:30 a.m. And if it's the evening,
Oh,
we say, yeah, you're fine, you're
just
fine.
gave the answer.
You're ahead of me. If it's the evening time, so like right now, we can say it's 6 p.m. or it's a little bit after, okay? And 7:30 p.m. So in about an hour and a half, it will be 7:30 p.m. Okay.
Yes, and I know that sometimes from experience, there's some confusion. That students don't remember a.m., p.m., especially when you talk about 12, right? 12 p.m. Is that in
Mm-hmm.
the afternoon or is that in the middle of the night? And one easy way to think about it, actually, especially if you speak Italian, because p.m. is like pomeriggio, right? p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So afternoon. And then AM, see, like mattina, ma. So
Mm-hmm.
morning and afternoon. So that's an easier way for you to remember them.
Very
Okay,
good.
so
Yeah.
basically, if we have 12 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
it's noon. So it's during the day.
Exactly.
And then if it's 12 a.m., then it's at night. So we call that midnight,
Perfect.
during the night. Okay? Yeah,
Excellent. Really
wonderful.
good. That's an excellent tip. I'm going to steal that from you. Uh, exactly. Yeah. And midnight. And then does anyone know? So there's another way to say noon as well. Noon. There's another word we use sometimes to say it. It's called midday. Okay, midday. So we can say noon or midday for 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, really good. Excellent. So then I'm going to ask you, so in this letter C, okay, letter C, we have it's 12:15. Okay, 12:15. So what is the other way to say this? So the other way to say 12:15. So guys, you can write to us.
Yeah, always think of the clock, always think of the 4 parts.
Mm-hmm. So
So
the other one we had, yeah. The other one we had was half past, whereas if we're 15, we're at anyone? I'm going to just say it. Quarter past. Okay, quarter past. Okay, so when it's 15 past the hour, we can say quarter past. Quarter past.
exactly.
And perfect. Okay, Sylvia, that's excellent. So yeah, the next one, it's 11, is B. Okay, letter B. Perfect. Really good. So it's 11. And in this case, we could say it's 11 o'clock. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Or, so remember, we say 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. Okay, so just remember it can be a little bit that native speakers, so we don't say o'clock p.m. We just say either 11 o'clock or 11 p.m.
That's right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so then to go through the next, so it's 3:45. 3:45. So this is letter D. Okay, letter D, 3:45. And similar to letter C, okay, so this is broken up into the 4 parts, like Thiago said. So we're here, it's quarter past. Here, half past. And then over here, it's quarter to. Okay, quarter to, 45. Quarter to. Okay, and remember, it's quarter to the next hour. Quarter to the next hour. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, perfect. And then similarly, the next one is the same. So 6:45, H. Okay. And then 10:15. Okay, so 10:15, or we can say a quarter past 10 is letter E. And then the last one is 9. Okay, 9 o'clock, so letter A, it's 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock or 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., depending on the time of day.
Exactly.
Very
Lisa,
good.
from your experience, do you think that now many people still use a quarter, half? What do you think in your experience?
I think native speakers do, for sure, because especially maybe people who are from the UK or Ireland, we often say quarter past, half past, quarter to.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's maybe more common in America, maybe to use the 10:15, but definitely in England and Ireland, we actually use both. It's kind of a strange thing. I don't know if it's for you, but we use both the 10:15, quarter past 10.
Quarter past, yeah. Yeah, I
So
think yeah, it really depends. I think on the person. I think,
mm,
of course, nowadays most of our kind of clocks are digital, and we use our cell
yes,
phones to tell the time. So I feel like people tend to be more exact as well. For example, I can say, okay, right now it's actually okay. For example, now it's 6:16.
yeah,
So,
exactly,
whereas before with the analog clock, it was more common to approximate the time.
exactly,
Whereas now, if you ask me, yeah, it's 6:16. I just tell you
exactly.
exactly what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. So I do think that way is easier when you're speaking English as a second language as well. So usually it's easier, but it just depends what you know best. Really good, Nika there. So it's 6:15 p.m.
Wonderful.
Okay, really good. 6:15 p.m. Exactly. 6:15 p.m.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Okay, so then we're going to use this a little bit. Okay. So we already did this, so I'm just going to jump ahead. Okay, so hopefully not too difficult. So here we're missing some days of the week. Okay, so we have Monday, Thursday, okay, Thursday, and Sunday. So, guys, can you write to us and tell us what days are missing? Okay, we're missing some days. We're also missing what day is it today? Okay, and then we'll practice a little bit the pronunciation of these because there are two that are very confusing for pronunciation. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a second.
Good. Yes,
Excellent.
Veronica, good job.
Amazing. Yeah, so we're missing so Monday, then Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday. Brilliant. Okay, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Brilliant. That's excellent, guys. Thank you for your
Wonderful.
help.
Nicely done.
Okay, so what I'd like to do, guys, so if you could practice pronouncing with us, okay? Practice pronouncing with us at home. So don't worry, just follow our pronunciation. Okay, so the first one is very easy, okay? So Monday, and I want you guys to repeat this with us at home. Monday, okay? Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So remember, we don't really pronounce that D, we just say Wednesday. Then this one is difficult because it's similar to Tuesday. This one is Thursday. So if you see, because of the TH, my tongue hits my teeth. So I go Thursday. Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Whereas when I do chew, so Tuesday, I chew. My mouth becomes a circle. Okay, so chew the. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday. Okay.
Exactly.
Any
And oh, no, go ahead, Lisa.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, do you have anything to add about the pronunciation
Although
tips?
the pronunciation, everything is great. One tip that I wanted to give everyone is I know that sometimes it's easy to confuse Tuesday and Thursday because
Mm-hmm.
they are quite similar with the T. So one easy way to remember this is just, Tuesday is the second day. So Tuesday. So
Very
different
good.
spelling, but so Tuesday. And then for you got the R. So Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. And also you can even do this one. Wednesday is it's like a W.
Oh my
So
God, that's amazing.
yeah.
Wednesday, third
Yeah.
day. That's even better than Joey and Friends had a way of remembering the days.
Oh yeah.
and and it was completely wrong. So yours makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So then, and guys, of course, let us know if you have any questions in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like we said, so guys, what day is it today? And what day is it tomorrow? Okay, so not too difficult. Mika says, well done. Amazing. Okay. So, what day is it today and what day is it tomorrow? So, actually, you can just practice pronouncing these in this case. So, today is, am I right? Is today? Yeah.
Today is Wednesday, yeah.
Today is Wednesday. I'm confused with the days.
So I sometimes
Today
also
is,
get confused because my computer, the one I'm using is in Italian, so I gotta get an
uh,
M, and I'm like M, what's M? It's like, all right.
exactly. Okay, so today is Wednesday and tomorrow
Good,
is, so remember, Chagos, Thursday. Excellent, guys. That's amazing.
wonderful.
Thursday. And also remember, when you're writing the day, remember in English, we use the capital letter, okay? We use the big letter for the days. So it's different from Italian. So we put exactly like that, the capital T on Thursday and the capital W on Wednesday.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so the capital letter is the big letter, okay? Okay. Excellent, guys. That's brilliant.
Wonderful.
So I hope you're practicing your pronunciation at home as you're typing. So then, to talk a little bit about activities. Okay, activities that we do every day. Okay, everyday activities. So guys, can you tell me? We have different ones here. So to go to bed, to get dressed, to have lunch, to get home, to start work, to have dinner, to watch TV, and to have breakfast. So, what can you see in letter A? We have a man who's coming in the door. Okay, he's opening the door. So, what do we think he is doing from our options, from our list on the side? Okay. This might be a bit slow. So, what is he doing in picture A? He is. Might go ahead. It takes too long. In this picture, he is okay. Getting home.
Yeah, nice job, guys. Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, amazing. That's great. He gets home. Okay.
Perfect.
So here I'm saying I'm using the third person because I'm saying he gets home. He gets home. Okay. He gets home. In this picture, he gets home. Okay, so
Exactly.
it's third person.
And you might
Gets home.
also find that the verb get is used a lot in English, guys, and it has many different meanings. Okay, so of
Yes,
course, in this case, get means to arrive. So that's
exactly.
one meaning of the verb to get. Okay, so I get to work at 1 p.m. So I arrive at 1 p.m. So that's one of them. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unfortunately, we have lots of different usage. Okay, excellent. So then Veronica has answered us already. So B is they have breakfast.
Perfect.
Excellent. They have breakfast. Brilliant. They have breakfast. Okay, so in this case, they have breakfast.
Exactly. Have and not take. Okay, be careful with not to take breakfast, to have breakfast.
Exactly. So yeah, remember we say have breakfast, have dinner, have lunch. Okay, and then picture C. Picture C. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Walter. Amazing.
Nicely done.
And Nika, thank you. They have dinner. Okay, have dinner. And then this lady in D, I think she's looking in the wardrobe. I think looking in the wardrobe for some clothes, I think. So what is she doing? So we can say she, oh,
Yeah, nicely done there, guys. Yeah, she
excellent.
gets dressed. Good job with the S, Rebecca. Very nice because it's third person, so she gets
Exactly.
dressed. Now, Walter,
Very good.
maybe not go to bed because I think she's getting ready to maybe go to work or something. But good job with goes. Okay, she
Yeah.
goes to bed. That's very nice.
So really good.
Yeah.
Everyone has the third person there in their answers, so that's really
Mhm.
good.
And then here, of
Yeah.
course,
So
we have a different meaning of the verb to get, right? So we said before get can mean to arrive, but in this
mhm.
case, it's similar. It's kind of like to become. So kind of like a change in state. For example, to get
Mm,
dressed. You can
yeah,
say to get sick.
exactly.
So to become is another meaning of get. Okay, so we said this
Exactly.
arrive, become.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, really good. And yeah, exactly. So E, perfect. So
Yeah,
E
so E. Mm-hmm.
is she goes to bed. Okay, she goes to bed. She goes to bed. Or she sleeps as well. Because the child is sleeping at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, goes to bed. Excellent. And then this one is a bit difficult or a bit different in the third person. Okay, so she something.
Yeah, nicely done, Mika.
Perfect. Excellent. Really, really good.
Great job with the E
Sh-
as well. She
She
watches.
watches. Exactly. She watches TV. So, yeah, sometimes it can be difficult. She watches. Okay, she watches TV. So in this case, we're making the third person sentences. Okay, so she watches TV. Yeah, with the E. She watches TV. Okay, and then we only have two more left. So in G, okay, so this is the only one with food we haven't used. So they, perfect. Amazing, guys. Thank you, Nika and Walter. They have a lunch. Okay, they
Wonderful.
have lunch. They have lunch. And then the last one, not very difficult, but it's third person. So we can say he starts
Starts.
work. Very good. Okay. He just HE. He starts work. He starts work. Excellent. Okay. He starts work. Okay. Really
Nicely
good.
done.
That's really good, guys. So then I want to practice a little bit with this. Okay. To look at this. Okay. So when do we do the following activities? Okay. So for example, I get up in the morning. Okay, I get up in the morning. Okay, so when do we go to bed? I go to bed in the evening. Okay, so remember with that, when we talk about time of day, we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay, so the preposition is in the time of day.
Exactly. With only one exception for night. So in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and then at night. There's just one exception in this case.
Perfect. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
nice, Nika. To get dressed in the morning. Yep. Very nicely done.
perfect. Exactly. Exactly. Really good. Okay. So I get dressed. Exactly. That's the thing. With some of them, you do them at different times of the day. Okay, to get dressed. So you get dressed in the morning. So usually we say to get dressed, you're putting on clothes. Okay, but does anyone know what we say when we put on our clothes for bed? Okay, when we put on our clothes for bed, we usually say, I don't know for you, Thiago, I say I put on my pajamas.
Yeah, put on my pajamas. Exactly.
Yeah, I
Can
put
all I
on my
yeah.
pajamas. I put on my pajamas. Or I guess I get changed. I get changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
I also
changed.
often say just generally I get ready for bed. Usually to me it implies just kind of getting
Mhm.
on my pajamas. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Really good. Perfect. And then really good examples here, guys. So I start work in the morning. Okay, I start work in the morning. I have lunch in the afternoon. Excellent. Lunch in the afternoon. And yeah, I start work in the morning. Excellent sentences. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
get
So
ready
yeah,
for
so I
bed.
think
Nice, Veronica.
okay, so I think we get the idea. So just remember when you're making a sentence that you use the in the morning, in the afternoon. And then what's not here, you can say at night if you're talking about. You can also say I go to bed at night. Okay, if it's a bit later. It's a bit later. One thing, Chago, probably is good to talk about is the difference maybe between when is evening for you versus Italian time.
Ooh,
um,
yeah.
because it's a bit different because sometimes in Italy, when they say evening, we would say nighttime. Like if someone says, "Oh, we'll have dinner in the evening," I think 6 o'clock,
Right.
but they mean 9 o'clock.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very regional as well, I find, because also the
Okay.
opposite happens a lot of the times. For example, sometimes I think I would call it the afternoon. For example, like 4 p.m.
Hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
afternoon for me. 5, still kind of afternoon, maybe. But I notice in Italy, especially in the south of Italy, 4 p.m., sometimes 3:30 p.m., many people, they say buonasera, so good evening. And I say, no,
Yes.
no, no, my day is not finished yet. Okay, it's still the day for me.
Exactly. It's completely relative.
Yeah,
Whereas for us, usually evening time is when you finish work, like 5, 6 o'clock. That's when we would say good evening.
exactly,
Um, but yeah, it's a little bit different. So sometimes if you're in another country, you might notice that the time changes for when we say evening versus what you're used to.
exactly.
Uh,
And yeah, we have some nice
so
examples here from everyone.
yes,
So let's see,
very good.
Nika, I watch TV in the evening. Very nicely done. Walter, I get
Excellent.
home in, just remember the, okay, Walter, I get home in the afternoon. Um, I watch TV in the afternoon or in the evening, or of course after dinner. Nicely done. And maybe watch movie after dinner. Nice, Veronica. Just one recommendation is in English we always need to put the pronoun. Okay, even if it's obvious. So in this case, maybe I watch a movie after dinner. So just always remember to put the pronoun there.
Perfect. Okay, excellent examples, guys. And thank you for practicing and writing to us and interacting with this as well. Okay, so from this, I want to go on to practicing first person and then third person. Okay, practicing first person and third person. Okay, so like you've already done a bit of first person. So in the morning, I get up at, okay, 7 o'clock. At 7:30, I get dressed. Okay, at 7:30, I get dressed. Okay, so this isn't true for me. In the morning, I suppose I get up at 8 o'clock.
Me like 10.
Eight. Depends on the day. Depends on the day. So if I say, very good. Okay, Nika, that's excellent.
Ah, nice. Yes. My mother
Yes,
gets up at 7 o'clock. Nicely done.
exactly. So, like this. So, maybe it's different. Okay, my mother gets up. So, if you're talking about someone else, you're using the third person. Okay. So, Thiago, for you, what time do you usually, what time
Yes,
do you
yeah,
get up?
because this month is very different. The routine has changed a lot because of the
Mm-hmm.
virus. But usually, so before the virus, I usually uh, get up at 9:30 or 10
Mm-hmm.
because I start work at 1 p.m. I usually work from 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. So I work in the evening and so I can sleep until late. Um, I have breakfast at around 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
I get dressed and then I take the metro to work. And
Excellent.
what about you, Lisa? What's your routine usually like?
Excellent. So while I'm talking, what I would like is for if people can practice to use the third person and maybe make sentences about what we do. So what we usually do. Okay. So like for example, he gets up at or whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, or also about your friends. So for me, okay, so actually we'll look at this first.
Yes,
My
Nika, that
best
is perfect. Hmm.
Exactly. So my best friend Monica has dinner at 8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. And after she watches TV with her child. Excellent.
Wonderful.
That's perfect. Really good example. Excellent. So for me, I guess it depends on the day because some days I work different hours. But usually I get up at 10 o'clock, I guess. 10 o'clock. I would have some breakfast, get ready for work, and I take the tram. I take the tram to work. So usually, if I'm starting at 12, okay, so I get to work at 12 o'clock. And then if I'm teaching, I might have lunch late. So a late lunch, maybe at 2 or 3 o'clock, depending on the day. Okay, 2 o'clock.
Hmm.
Okay.
Great.
Uh, s-
Walter has an example as well in the third person. He says,
mhm.
"Usually my girlfriend gets up at 6:30 a.m. and she has breakfast at 7 a.m." Perfect.
Excellent.
Very
Really
nice.
good. These are fantastic. Guys, you don't need us at all.
Yeah, you guys are doing really, really well, including the third person. Very
Yeah,
nice.
because third person can be very, very tricky. Okay, very tricky. Okay, and Michaela. Okay, so I get up at 8 o'clock. Okay, so
And
I get up.
Veronica, you guys get up at the same time.
Okay, usually get up at. So, Veronica, just be careful there. Okay, so remember we use either we say at 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock. Okay, we don't use them together. Okay, so just be careful with that. So we would say at 8 a.m. or you can say at 8 o'clock. Okay, at 8 o'clock. Okay, because when we use o'clock, we're not specific. We're not specific about if it's the morning or the evening. We're not specific in that way.
Exactly. And also, guys, o'clock we only use with it when it's 00. Okay, so I
Mhm.
would never say 8:30 o'clock.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can say
Just
8:30 a.m., 8:30 p.m. That's okay, but only if it's 00. I can say o'clock. So nice. Thank you.
perfect. Okay, excellent. And there, just for Michaela's example, so if we want to turn this into the third person, so I can say Michaela gets up at 8 o'clock. Okay, or she gets up at 8 o'clock. Okay, perfect. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions or any doubts, perfect. Any questions or anything that you find a bit difficult, please let us know. But so far, you're doing amazing. Okay, so yeah, so this is the third person. Okay, so maybe what we could do is to move on to talking about the weekend instead of the daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we would like to talk about here, so your weekend, so with a friend. Okay, so remember when we're talking about with a friend, we use we. Okay, so we or my friend and I, you can say my friend and I. So what activities do you do with your friends? Uh, I would say at the weekend. Here it says on the weekend. Which do you say,
I say
Chago?
on the weekend. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. So maybe it's an American thing then.
It could be, yeah, because I remember when I first saw at the weekend, that sounded strange to me. But
Okay, okay. So
also, I
it's
guess even more commonly, like during the weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
during the weekend, yeah. So yeah, that's probably good to note, guys, that you can say at the weekend or on the weekend. So maybe at the weekend is more British English, whereas on the weekend is maybe more American English.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell us, so write to us and tell us what you do. It doesn't have to be five, just usually what activities do you do with your friends at the weekend? Obviously, when things are more normal.
Yes.
um,
Now nothing. Staying at
nah,
home, watching Netflix.
exactly. Actually, that's a good one. How do we say so if you watch a lot of Netflix? A lot of Netflix. So we could say we binge watch
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
some
good one. To binge plus a verb. Um, so to binge is to do something in excess. Um,
exactly.
so binge watch, right? Because Netflix, after one episode, you have 5 seconds before the next episode. Because Netflix wants you to binge, so to watch in excess. Um, for example, it's you can binge eat. For example,
Mm,
like in Italy, food is so good that I tend to binge eat. Or in universities, you see many students who tend to binge drink. So binge
yes.
in excess.
Very good. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, binge watching has become very common as well because we watch a lot of Netflix.
Yes.
Okay, Veronica, really good. So just there, so we would say I watch. So you can just say I watch English. So no need for an apostrophe s. Just I watch English movies on the weekend. English movies on the weekend. Really good. So that's excellent for your practice. Okay. Actually, Thiago, you had some recommendations for watching English content. Do
Oh
you want to
yeah,
tell the
on
guys as well?
Instagram. Sure, of course,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, on our Instagram page, we are sharing some mini clips, different tips about grammar, etc. So I did one about using Netflix to improve your English, since, as Walter is saying, because of the coronavirus, many of us are at home. So if you cannot ride your bike, you can certainly watch Netflix. And one thing that many students tell us is that it's very difficult because they try to put English audio or with Italian subtitles, but then they don't quite understand. And so one recommendation that I can give is to alternate. So to put the language in Italian and the subtitles in English, because then you can really just concentrate on the words on the screen, and then when there is a word that you don't know, you will hear that in your language. You say, okay, that's how you say that. And then I recommend after 2 days, watch it one more time, but now you can do English language and English subtitles. because then all the words that you didn't know before, now maybe you know. So that can be a good way. Do something short, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and try to use this approach. I think you'll find it a bit easier.
Yeah,
Okay.
excellent. Really good tips. Okay,
So
so yeah, so
Nika
Nika,
has something here for us. She's at the weekend. I go to the cinema with my friends. We go shopping and we go for a walk. Nicely done. In the center of town. We love meet another friends and we go to restaurant. Wonderful, Nika. Very nicely done. If I could just give you one small correction, with love, we go with ing. Okay, so we love meeting other friends and we go to restaurants or a restaurant. That's it. But just after love, prefer, hate, like, it's common to use the ing form. Okay.
perfect. Exactly, exactly. And sometimes you might say after love as well. We love to meet. We
Mm-hmm.
love to meet. But yeah, in this case, probably meeting, because it's a continuous action as well. It's something that you love to do consistently. Consistently. Okay.
Yes.
Anyone else like to tell us? So share with us what you do at the weekend. Okay. Very true. Okay. Excellent. Veronica. So yeah, with the coronavirus, we are like prisoners at home.
Prisoners at home. See,
Yes, unfortunately.
I usually like staying at home anyway. So for me, no problem. I've been watching Netflix. I've been playing video
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
cooking. I'm very happy.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've been working out, so I've been exercising at home. Um, so yeah, so I've gotten used to that. So I have a lot of space here. So I've been exercising using YouTube videos. So maybe that's something good just to mention. So there's two ways you can say to exercise. Okay, when you do, I don't know, activities, weights, different things like this, to exercise, and you can also say to work out. Okay, to exercise, to work out. Okay, so you can say it like this because obviously for people, the gyms are closed. So I've been doing this at home. Uh, just to
Good for you.
also,
Very productive.
yeah,
I've been telling myself, come on, Thiago, do something, but nah. It's like cooking, sleeping.
exactly, exactly. Okay, no problem. I
Great.
do exercise. Okay, perfect. So Veronica is okay staying home.
Great.
She doesn't have a problem. Okay, so guys, we're almost at the end of this webinar, unfortunately. But if you have any final questions, anything you'd like to check with us, please let us know. So write to us in the comments. Okay, please let us know. And just to say as well, okay, brilliant. At the weekend, okay. So we might take a look at this.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to take it?
Sure. Nice example here, Michaela. If we could just give you just some small corrections here. So at the weekend is perfect. And again, remember to always, always, always have the subject. Because in English, when you say go, it could be I go, you go, we go, they go. So it's really important to specify. So at the weekend, I go, and when I say home, I don't say to. That's just an exception. Now, usually it's to go to the park, go to Florence, go to the gym, but to go home. So at the weekend, I go home before uh, before the coronavirus. I should say outbreak, like, very too advanced. But anyway, sure. Outbreak is what we call
Before,
the in. It's like a
yeah.
simpler way. Um,
Before the
but the contagion. The okay, let's just
yeah,
do outbreak. Why
I don't
not?
want to make it sound too scary. Yeah, it's all of the synonyms are very scary. And yeah, don't apologize.
Yeah,
Exactly. Thank you, Veronica. Don't apologize. That's what we're here for.
yeah. It's actually good when
Exactly.
we can correct you because then we know that we're really helping with specific things. So
Exactly.
really, don't be
And
shy and yeah, make mistakes, but we're
Exactly.
here for this.
Yeah, you're giving us work to do, so we're happy. Okay, so guys, we're almost finished. But just want to say before we finish, thank you so much for your amazing participation. We're really happy that you're getting involved. The more that you tune in for these webinars and practice, this is really, really good way to practice during the situation that we have here. So thank you so much.
Exactly.
Thiago?
And just remember, guys, that these are available at every hour now. Okay. So if you'd
Mhm.
like to participate in more than one, you're welcome to do so. It's the same channel. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Every day at every hour, you will find something
exactly.
for your level.
And it's possible to subscribe as well. So to subscribe to the channel, so it will tell you when there is another one, and also it will pop up on your homepage on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you so much, Nico.
Thank you,
That's
guys. That's
lovely.
really sweet. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, that's so lovely. Okay, guys, so
All
we'll
right,
say
guys.
goodbye. But thank you so much, and it was lovely to talk to you.
Yes.
And have
Have
a
a
have
nice evening, guys.
bye.
Bye bye.